Welcome to this week's Weekly Wrap. I'm Kathleen Trigg. Thank you for joining us. Being petty can be good for you. Melania Trump's White House plans are pretty superficial, and MLK's family is endorsing Trump. All this is coming up. You're watching the Weekly Wrap. I bet you grew up hearing your mom say things like, success is the best revenge. Well, we know moms are always right. The Journal of Personality and Social Psychology published a study that used mean-spirited messages and revenge voodoo dolls for the insulted participants. Findings showed that participants didn't just enjoy revenge, they actually sought revenge as a way of making themselves feel better. Look, whether it's a promotion that came at the right time or a scorned lover, everyone has a great revenge story, and we wanted to hear yours.
Hey, do you have any good revenge or petty stories?
Oh, you got the wrong one. You need my best friend. She Petty Betty, okay?
I didn't like this kid, hooked up with his mom, and then afterwards found out that it was his mom.
She's the other woman. When I say her Facebook pettiness, she always throwing the subliminals up there. She'd take photos in the car, which is a girl's car, and then she posted up there like who your man was with the last night, and the girl crying at home while she's sitting there laid up with her man and her boo, and then to tell a story about it on Facebook.
I guess I could say my friends on the basketball court. You know, they were taller than I was, so I try to get revenge against somebody. Take the ball and run home.
They make you feel good.
It didn't make me feel bad.
I guess being petty and showing off success has never been more popular. I hope it doesn't become more important than humility and hard work. Speaking about success, the White House is symbolic of the American dream. Our new First Lady is taking the opportunity to really make the house her home. U.S. Weekly published an exclusive interview with Melania Trump's interior designer, Nicole Brill. In addition to talking about Melania's daily style meetings and her multiple wardrobe changes planned for Inauguration Day, Brill also talked about Melania's long-term plans for a White House glam room. She said, quote, "There will absolutely be a room designated for hair, makeup, and wardrobe. Of course, Melania wants a room with the most perfect lighting scenario, which will make our jobs as a creative team that much more efficient, since great lighting can make or break any look."
Did you help decorate the apartment? Is this your taste?
It's my taste. Some of the stuff I redecorated, some of the stuff they were original. And it's my taste, and I feel very comfortable in the place.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, it might seem crazy to us, but a world full of on-camera appearances would drive you to want a glam room too. You know, sometimes our stories are so outlandish, I have to admit that I need help wrapping my own head around them. So I wanted to bring on our Weekly Wrap producer to ask her why this story matters. So Autumn Boatner, I know you guys are hard behind the scenes working, very busy, but why are we talking about Melania Trump and her closet design again?
Well, this story really stuck out to me so much, Kathleen, because it's so crazy that it's so often that, you know, when you're growing up as a kid, all your friends, one or two might leave, and it's because their parents are moving for work. Now, the President of the United States, when he's leaving for work and he can't get his kid to move because his kid's in school, it seems a little backwards.
Well, it's a different story when taxpayers are paying.
Absolutely. And it's been talked about millions and millions of dollars going to go into this because he's going to stay in New York until September. So really a lot of people are upset about the fact that, wait a minute, aren't you the same people spending millions of dollars on this commute already? And now you're supposed to finance your extremely glamorous glam room with theater lighting? Not just studio lighting, theater lighting.
Good question. Well, I mean, she is a supermodel and he is the Donald.
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of people give the Donald more flack than he needs because quite honestly, as we just saw, she's behind that big aesthetic. She's behind the gold, the gaudiness of Trump Tower. So if we can imagine the White House with a big Trump sign on it, I think that's what we have to get ready to see.
It's a little too gaudy for my liking, but hey, you know, to each his own. Thanks, Autumn.
Thank you.
Okay, Autumn, thank you so much for coming on the show today. It's hard to make sense of all these crazy transformed rooms. I mean, if I was going to do it like Melania, my dream White House room would probably be a TV studio. Of course, why not? So I could do this there, right from the White House, live every day. Now that's what I'm talking about. And now this.
Tell them I'm doing fine, a bomber for mankind. We ready for damn change, so y'all let the
If I had told you 8 years ago that America would reverse a Great Recession, reboot our auto industry, and unleash the longest stretch of job creation in our history. If I had told you that we would open up a new chapter with the Cuban people, shut down Iran's nuclear weapons program without firing a shot, take out the mastermind of 9/11, if I had told you that we would win marriage equality and secure the right to health insurance for another 20 million of our fellow citizens, if I had told you all that, you might have said our sights were set a little too high.
Thank you, Mr. Obama and family. Finally, Martin Luther King Jr. Day was this week. With race relations strained across the country, many Black Americans were upset by appearances by MLK's descendants this holiday. Martin Luther King's niece, Alveda King, spoke on Fox News Network, and Martin Luther King III met with Trump in person.
I voted for Mr. Trump based on this basis. He says, you know what I'll do about racism? I'll make sure that everybody gets a level playing field. We all need jobs. We all need safety. We all need security. We all need homes. So many African Americans were saying, that really is our agenda. Our agenda is not abortion or sexual stuff and all of that. We want to have the same equal dignity, regardless of skin color.
Representative Lewis still has the scars from the march on Selma. Were you offended by the president-elect's tweet?
In the heat of emotion, a lot of things get said on both sides.
A woman came in here last week and told me he's going to have black people up against the wall, both literally and figuratively.
He is going to represent Americans. He said that over and over again.
Well, the King family's willingness to meet with Trump is coming at a time when many celebrities can't distance themselves far enough from the soon-to-be president. Jennifer Holliday recently dropped out of her inauguration performance, claiming she didn't know how much it would hurt her LGBT fan base. And she's not even the last to bail. The Bruce Springsteen cover band, BStreet Band, were the last group to drop out, citing they didn't want to disrespect Bruce.
The boss was a strong Clinton supporter, performing for her the night before the election in Philadelphia.
Let's all do our part so we can look back on 2016 and say, we stood with Hillary Clinton on the right side of history.
How will the boss view that?
You'd have to ask him. I don't talk to Bruce Springsteen all that much, to be honest with you, Marvin. If Bruce Springsteen's management called us up and said, we would like it if you don't play this event, we would gladly not play this event.
That's right, folks. The respect for Bruce Springsteen means more to this band than the respect for the president. This inauguration is past the point of making jokes when a cover band won't even play. It made us ask, what would it take to get you to take the call from the Donald to perform?
If Donald Trump called me right now, I'd go because he's my president. At the end of the day, he got 4 years regardless. I'm going to go there and support this man because he's the president of the United States.
Nah, I'm good.
I mean, I would be embarrassed. You know, you got all this money. You about to be the president Friday. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get sworn in and you can't get nobody to support you. You got to pay people to support you. That's sad.
Like, listen, I do music. My album went top 150 on iTunes, but you couldn't pay me because I just can't condone it.
Dang, guess everyone has a price. But I mean, what do you do if the Donald calls, say no? No, Mr. President-elect, I'm sorry, I will not be there to meet with you. Good luck with that one. Before we go, I wanted to hit on our style hit and miss of the week. Our style hit of the week is Janelle Monáe at the Golden Globes, who looked dazzling in Armani. Those hair gems aren't the only thing shining. Everyone was talking about Monáe's high-low look the next day. And our style miss of the week is none other than Kylie Jenner, who is dressed in Balmain for a Marie Claire event earlier this week. Although Balmain is couture, the purple getup looked more like popped balloons than expensive couture. Better luck next time, Kylie. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. Be sure to tune in next week to get your source of entertainment, tea, and pop culture. For more on this show or to discuss hot topics, make sure you visit me at Kathleen.com. See you next time.